Ooh.
You are now about to witness
Knicks real talk, just enter the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like Talisman. Who's style just aiming at your mental with the game analysis on a pregame show. With the script, you know we get it like crypto in the rip though. I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT trip club leading up to tip off. We flew like confident, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Price Knicks going to the wire. Get the entire game somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we apply thoughts from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on orange blue skies. And Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms like Fast and Friends asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick kid assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Yo, salute everybody. What's good? What's good? What's going on, man? Knicks Real Talk. It's the pregame show. Divine Shot Powers. We're gonna get into the pregame early because it's a game tomorrow at 11. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. So we can bring out the pregame show tonight. So we ain't here, man. Talk about the game tomorrow. Talk about what happened in the previous game. But salute to everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. I appreciate everybody. With Real Talk. Listen, I got my man Shot Powers. We in the building. About to get it popping. Let's do it, man. Shot Powers was good, my man. Microphone check.
Salute to you as always, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Salute to the chat as always, man. What's good? Walter Blackman was popping, man. What's good with you, Walter? AP was good. Good to see you. Doug, Fred, Queen, Darlene was popping, Queen. My man, Coach in the building. Coach, good to see you as well. Salute to all you guys, man. East Blue, what's good, my man? But yeah, Shot Powers, man. Got some Knicks basketball back on effect. We had a game up there in Dubai the other day. First preseason game, Knicks 99-84. Just fun to watch. Please see some basketball in general, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't expecting too much spectacular stuff. Just guy trying to get their feet wet, get in shape, and also let my man Coach Brown let them learn how he gonna run his system a little bit more than being in a training camp. So other than that, it was good, man. It was fun to watch it. Looked like they had a good time out there, man. Everybody was getting it popping. The whole team played good in the spirit. I mean, even Daddy might have hit no shot, but he played good to me. There was a lot of good positive. There was some cons there too, but there was a lot of positive things that I've seen that could happen with this team moving forward. Shot Powers, if they just stay healthy. Obviously, Josh Hart went down a little bit. He might be day to day. I don't know what the situation with that is for tomorrow until we see the injury report. Obviously, we didn't see Anunoby because he was out with that little hand spring or whatever. So he's going to be day to day as well. Not sure when he's going to be back in, but just to see what we had yesterday, I thought was impressive. I mean, the bench, the starters, the players who trying to make the team, everybody did well against the 76ers. And with respect, they didn't have a lot going on with them. They didn't have their key guys, a couple of them anyway. I mean, no George, no Embiid, no Lowry, none of them dudes. But still, you play who in front of you. And I thought for the most part, our team did good. Our guys got a chance to get a little bit of rhythm to their game, so it was good to see.
Yeah, we went out there and played some basketball, and we responded to a slow start. You know what I mean? We picked the pace back up, and we took advantage, and we continued to evidently to win the game. So that was exactly what I needed to see. You know what I mean? And we've seen some key things with players not being out there. We did not know that OG was going to be out with a hand thing, last minute thing that they did not tell us. That's how them Knicks move. They move in silence. They don't let much out until the day or whatever. So We find out, so who knows how long that's going to be. Josh Hart, little ailment, they said something about his back or something like that. You know what I mean? That could put him out at least for a couple. He may not play tomorrow. I mean, we may play a different lineup in the starting unit or something like that. You may see Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup tomorrow. So, you know, who knows? You know what I mean? It's so fun to watch because with the different lineups out there yesterday, you seen different things. And I'm glad that he went out there with not having OG out there and started Pacone, because I thought Pacone would be the backup to OG or to Josh Hart. So that was great to see.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to the chat again, man. Brian, what's good? Brian Acosta, Rod Dude, 973-1973, what's good? Craig McQueen, what's popping, my man? Salute to the chat, man. Everybody, man, thank y'all for coming in. Yeah, it was expected a preseason game. That's what we thought was going to happen. That at the second half, we wasn't going to see the starters. Cat looked good. He was really getting rhythm. Brunson, I like the way they moving that ball so far, so good. I agree with a lot of guys in the chat and ladies and gentlemen in the chat. I love the ball movement. I love the way it's moving around that perimeter. I just see some good things, man, and I hope that I hope it continues. But what a difference a coach's style makes. Let me put it like that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. What a difference a coach's style makes. We had a good year under Thibodeau. We won 51 games, and so I can't take that out of the equation. But his style is just different than Tibbs. You know what I mean? His style of coaching is different than Tibbs' style of coaching. And so far, what I've seen with the ball movement, the pace of the game. Everybody going out there, they seem like they enjoy this thing, and then that's good to see. It's like they really enjoy playing this thing. Let's see how it goes when you get into the brunt of all of it, when the games really count, and then the rotations get shortened and this and that. But I think the Knicks is banking on having a lot of good game shot power where they can get some good lead and give everybody a chance to play, you know. But they're a deep team, man. But I seen yesterday, I'm like I was telling y'all the previous show. If Mitch start, you might not see Haka Purdy, but it's gonna be hard to keep him out of the lineup, though. From what I've seen, you know. So now, somebody not gonna be there, man. Like I said, he did his job, you know. But even if he's not in rotation, it's good to have him. You know what I mean? It's good to have him, you know, because of some, you know, you never know with the Mitch situation or anybody. You ever Sally, you don't know who might get a little banged up during the season, man, can come in there and play because somebody's going to get banged up. Somebody's going to get it. That's what's going to happen. Josh Hart got it yesterday. And Anobi already got banged up a little bit. So that's basketball's going to happen. That's a human body. But to know that guys like Haka Purdy and all these guys got a chance to go in there, Brogdon, Shaman, all these guys, I probably got a pretty good team. I'm excited, man, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, to watch the little things, you know what I mean? The difference how Duke shot yesterday. The difference on how years before you would see Mitch always pick and pop or set the pick and run right to, not yesterday. He was setting solid screens yesterday. And I mean, if Mitch starts, Haka Purdy played pretty well game yesterday. So he like we all know, and we seen it coming from Tibbs last year. When he was playing, he got frustrated one time. Tibbs sat him back down. He gave him another shot, and he came back out there and he performed, and then he got hurt. So let's see what happens. If he stays healthy, man, I don't see him not getting no minutes if Mitch is starting. I could definitely see a Mitch. It's going to be hard to fit everybody in. You know what I mean? It's still going to be hard with Haka Purdy to fit him in if Mitch starts. It's still going to be hard because you got 4 guys that you got to probably start in the second unit. You know what I mean? It's 4 guys that you have to start in the second unit. And, if Mitch starts, you got to start Malcolm. You got to start Clarkson. You got to start Josh Hart, and you got to start Deuce. You know what I mean? So the only other person out of that is Haka Purdy. I mean, I'm sorry, Yabu. You know what I mean? It's still going to be rough for him to get some minutes, but they could probably square some minutes. I don't know how it's going to work. We still don't know what the starting line is going to be, and we're going into the second game of the preseason.
I think Mitch solidified that.
Why not? You know what I mean? Easy. He was easy with it too, man. He was easy with it. It was as effortless. He was running the court, and he was getting watch out for Mitch and his offensive game this year. Because I don't know if it was just me, but Devon, did you see a lot of people looking for Mitch in the post?
Yeah, Mike Brown.
Carl looked for him once. Brunson looked for him. I was like, oh snap, they looking for him. And if anybody's driving to the hole and you come off of Mitchell Robinson to defend the player that's coming to the rim, Mitchell Robinson got that right.
They got to throw it up.
You either throw it up or just shoot it, because Mitchell Robinson is going to grab the rebounds. We seen that yesterday. Easy 5 rebounds or something like offensively. Come on, man. Oof. It's going to be something to watch this year, man. It's going to be an incredible year, man.
It's going to be fun, man. I think, like I said, we're going to go through it. We're going to go through maybe a one. I don't think we're going to have no more of them 2-3 game losing streaks. I don't think that's going to happen. This team is good, man. They look good to me. I mean, I think the way they're moving it and the way they are getting down with that basketball, and even on that broken play when Cat gave it to Mitch, but Mitch didn't follow it with the Shamet, and Shamet just did a quick touch pass.
Slapped it over, yeah.
I got the highlights. I'll show y'all some highlights in a few minutes. But that was impressive. That lets me know that there's a lot. They was unselfish last year, but they look way more unselfish this year so far. So far, you know what I mean? Them cats moving that basketball, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Sharing is caring, like Clyde would say. Share that ball, and the results will come there, man. So I'm expecting the assist number to be pretty good. And if they shoot the ball well this year, which I think they will, Mike Brown put an emphasis on shooting a lot of getting up over 43s, at least 40. Then you gotta expect if they aren't shooting that night, they should be pretty good that night. They should really get a lot of buckets up in there. And I think they're gonna be something, but they still got a way to go. It's still early. Let's hope that Josh Hart will be okay. Let's hope Anunoby will be back soon. I think Anunoby will be fine. I think he'll be back before the training camp, not training camp, but the preseason is over. But you can't go wrong. Like I said, you look at Mitch's performance yesterday, you look at Deuce's performance yesterday, you can't go wrong with anybody. It really doesn't matter who the Knicks start to me, who goes with the 4 starters. I think no matter who you put in there, whether it's Mitch, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Yabusele, we know them 4 starters that was going to be the brunt of that starting lineup anyway. So, but Mitch in there just made Cat game much easier, man. So I'm really excited about that, man. 18 minutes. Even this preseason, it is what it is. 16 rebounds and 7 points at 18 minutes. So imagine if he would have played 24 to 30. They had a 20.
Don't forget this, Devon. Imagine him on the court with OG Anunoby. I mean, because we missed that with him yesterday. And with them playing a little bit last year to having a full session this year together, and OG and Mitchell Robinson, that's gonna be and that's gonna help Cat too, man. Everybody's going to step up a little bit because the defense is going to be so much perimeter defense. Let's be clear, man. Mitchell Robinson steps out to perimeter. Look what he did yesterday, a block shot on the perimeter. And got the rebound. And grabbed the rebound. Come on, man. That's big basketball, man. That's something. If we can keep that going on, perimeter defense. We had problems with perimeter defense last year. Now imagine with OG and Mitch on the same side. After they try to break up somebody and try to go to their side, they're not going to that side. They're going to want to go to the Cat side. You know what I mean? They're going to want to go to the Cat side. But you know who's over there with Cat? Mikal. And Mitch is behind Cat now. Man, poof.
Yeah. Salute to the chat, man. Latori, what's good, Latori? Good to see you. Salute to you as well. And salute to everybody. AP, my man. Salute to the whole chat. Prezi, the boss. Prezi was good. Drip more, not less. Was popping drip. I see you, my man. Salute to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in the East Blue, the whole crew, man. Y'all make sure y'all do that thing for us tonight, man. Just hit that like, subscribe for your boys, man, for us, man. Appreciate that.
Like and subscribe for your boys. Yeah. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk. Hit that like and subscribe for your boys. Yeah. Hit that like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Yeah, run them up with a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. We in the building, Knicks in the building, new season in the building, new vibe, everything. You know what's crazy? I think Prezi just put something up a few minutes ago. He put the 15-man roster, and that's dope because you know why? You got the guys from the two-way deal shop out. They could be in Westchester though, like the McCullers and all them. They ain't got to be up on the roster. They could be down in the G. They could be where they at. You know what I mean? They working, they getting paid. Let them stay on Westchester team. And unless somebody get injured, we need them. But damn, like the 15 guys that Prezi put up there, I can see all of them making that. You know, that team is good. They got some players there, man. Let's hope that all gonna form like Voltron to come together, gel together, like Jay Choder would say, let it all gel and all formulate. But I tell you what, they are very interchangeable. I think somebody just said it best. Coach said OG, Mitch, Bridges, and Deuce. That's some lockdown shit. Right
Come
there.
on, man. Come
Lockdown.
on, man.
And you could even throw Brogdon into that equation. I mean, that's
Come on, man.
Yeah, bro. So let's see, man. Let's hope that it, everything transpired the way we wanted to, and these guys stay healthy, man. They stay healthy, they can compete with anybody. And if and like I said, we didn't even talk about Yabusele, and I believe, like I said, that he just coming off the FIBA thing. You got to give Yabusele a little bit of time to get back into NBA, but he just played a whole summer. So, like I said,
that's a fact. He didn't look too good yesterday.
Good, and I said that before the show started. Like, listen, he just got finished playing all that basketball. His legs got to get back, catch up to speed, man. You know what I mean? But still, just see him grab that rebound, kick that out to Clarkson.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Clarkson instant
and the dude went to go body him up and he didn't even move him. He ran into him and he still blocked the shot. So that's something that you ain't just gonna go in there and try to bang with him. Yes. He didn't move. He did not move. Not much.
Yeah, man. It was dope, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what y'all feeling, man? How y'all feel about the team overall, ladies and gentlemen? How do y'all feel after watching the preseason game, which is only preseason? Let's not get it twisted. That ain't that full squad, not the A team, not the B team. Like I said, Philly missing quite a few of their players, but still, just looking at it from the way the team operated, Shot Powers, I like the way they operate. I like what they doing there because it's different. We haven't seen this in a while. You know what I mean? So we've been seeing a lot of ground the ball down in the paint for the last so many years. You know what I mean? And just the offense kind of played by the 24-second clock. Mike Brown, he said they still got 3 or 4 more levels to go.
How about this, Devon? Who yesterday seemed not to be someone that didn't impress you yesterday, or didn't really leave a savory taste in your mouth?
Yesterday, I didn't Dadier just from a shooting standpoint. That's it. Not because I think he played a good game. I just think he didn't shoot the ball well. I like his activity, getting to the buckets, doing reverse layups, taking the hits at the bowl, not selling. He wasn't selling for only jump shots.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and and ones and things of that nature. Who didn't impress me? Damn, Shot, it's hard to even say, bro, because I thought they all did. I thought JB wasn't the JB because he's supposed to be. So I say he wasn't at his peak because it's preseason. He would be the only one. I don't think Jalen Brunson had the game he wanted, but it's preseason, and when you the superstar, don't go out there and tear nothing up. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. You gotta be cautious with this shit. You know what I mean? It's business, ain't nothing personal. So I think JB just trying to. I think Yabusele was the one though. I think all of them was Yabusele.
Yabusele did have an off game. I thought so too. Yeah. Because even Tyler looked good yesterday, man. A couple of little jump shots and a couple of little passes and stuff like that. He even looked good, man. Everybody had a little something to say yesterday. You're right. Yabusele did, but he did have some like I said, that play when he didn't get beat down, like the guy by him, he didn't fly across the room or not like that. He stood right there and took it and went right up and blocked his shot. So I like that. And I mean, I can see him when he get his legs back together. I mean, I think, like you said, I think he could have been a little winded, and he probably didn't get much reps with the Knicks right now. So let's see what happens. I think that's something to look forward to. But Tyler looked good. But there was in the chat there is a question. A question, so that's why one of the reasons I kind of hinted towards that. But I guess we'll get to the question in a little bit.
Okay, yeah. I just think it was we could put a question up there. Let me find out what it is. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, there you go. But just look at some of the stats from last night. Like I said, wasn't nothing to steal your head at because it wasn't a lot of stuff popping off. It was a preseason. Just for those who want to know, New York Knicks shot 38% from the floor, 35 out of 91 shot powers. We were expecting that. 34% from Philly, 3-point percentage, 8 for 39. Philly 3 for 35. Free throws, we made 21. We missed them. 21 out of 36, only 65%. Rebounding killed that though. We have 58 rebounds, 20 offense. Mitch Robinson. Defense rebound 38, 19 assists. Like I said, that you could tell why, you know, the assists not there, ladies and gentlemen, because we only shot 38% from the floor. We missed a lot of shots. So that's not, I'm still happy with 19 assists. 19 assists, only shooting 38%. I take that all day. That means the ball was moving pretty well when they did move it, you know, but like I said, the percentages was real low. Assists 19, I take that two block for us. Mitchell Robinson, 13 steals, like that. 17 turnovers, don't like that. Points in the paint, 48, like that. And personal fouls, 26. That wasn't too bad, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, the shooting percentage is expected because it's preseason. For individual players, Carl Anthony Towns, 17 minutes, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Pacone, 15 minutes, 2 rebounds, 4 points. Robinson, 18 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 16 rebounds, 1 assist, and 7 points. Put that 18, put that, if you would say per 36, he would have had 32 rebounds and 14 points.
You say anything about a steal? I think he even had a steal too.
It's not on this one.
Right.
Yeah, not on this one. Mikal, good game, 17 minutes, 10 points. I love his energy on the defense side of the ball. Brunson, 17 minutes, 4 assists, 6 points. Still take that. Only in 17 minutes, you get 4 assists. I mean, for 36, he would have had 8 assists if that was per 36 and he did them numbers. Matt Ryan, and he'd be going. Yabusele, 12 minutes, 4 rebounds. He might have didn't score, but he had 4 rebounds. That's good in 12 minutes. Muhammad Dewara, 10 minutes, 3 rebounds. Trey Jameson, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 4 points. He got some ass, so hot for him too, though. Hawk Purdy went all 6 minutes, 6 rebounds, 6 points. Alex Lynn, 6 minutes, 2 rebounds, 5 points. Garrison Matthews, he was knocking down on 3-3. He had knocking them joints down, but he was like he's a sniper. And then Malcolm Brogdon, I liked his all around game, man. It's not even about the minutes or points or nothing. That man can run an offense. He gonna have something to say with that second unit, ladies and gentlemen. He can run an offense. I love the way he was running the time he was in, the way he controlled the pace of the game, the way he get that ball up the court, the way he was. I mean, he gonna get that spot. Jordan Clarkson thing, 9 points and 15 minutes. McCullough Jr. and Deuce Pride, I think one of the players of the game, him and Mitch, 21 minutes, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 12 points. And after Josh Hart went down, Shaman had 2 points, 2 assists. Tyler Coley had 6 points and 1 assist. But yeah, Shaw Powers, I thought they played pretty well. I just think that for preseason they did okay, and you can't be mad at that, ladies and gentlemen. But it'll be interesting. They got something they got to deal with. They got to really figure out who's gonna make the team, who's not gonna make the team. We heard. I know James Edwards from Atlantic. I know they speculated about some hearing offers for Pacone Daddy. I don't know how real I did, but they said Deuce Bride ain't going nowhere, and I kind of knew that was happening. I'm like, I don't even know why people was on that train, to be honest, but to each his own. I'm like, for $4 million, you can't underestimate what Deuce giving you for $4 million. That's value at the highest. $4 million, that's value, bro. I mean, if you believe in value, Deuce Bride is value for $4 million. He doing $10, $15 million, some $10, $15 million player numbers. You know what I mean? So that's why I understand why the Knicks put that out there. Like, listen, they ain't got no Deuce Bride, no trades. They ain't got him in no trades. What they gonna trade him for? I mean, this cat he represents for these guys, man. Homegrown product too.
I was about to say, I don't think he want to go anywhere anyway. So.
He drafted that young man. He worth his money. He loves his money. And I think we talked about that because of he don't have the pressure like he had. I think Jordan Clarkson and all these guys take the pressure off, and now he just can cook the way he need to cook. And that's dope when you got Jordan Clarkson who can get a bucket, Deuce can get a bucket, and whoever else going to be in there can get a bucket. Josh Hart can get you one in his ways. So it's going to be pretty fun. Let's see how it goes. I got these boys. It's going to be tough to beat the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, from just from a little bit that I see, man. For real.
I mean, the things that we'll see as the year goes on and the season goes on. You know what I mean? As long as these guys stay healthy, man, I think minutes are going to be reduced. I think the second unit is going to get great minutes this year. And you're going to see some guys really excel, you know what I mean? And it's the New York Knicks. And I mean, it's the New York Knicks. And you hear, and you're gonna hear the roar of the Garden, and you're gonna be in other arenas and still hear the roar of New York fans in other arenas. You're gonna be elated. You're gonna really want to play some good basketball. And one thing I do want to say, all the guys that we did bring over here wanted to come here.
Mm.
Malcolm Brogdon preached about coming here. You know what I mean? Talked about he wanted to come here. First thing that happened with Clarkson, as soon as he got bought out, the first thing he talked about was going to the Knicks and made that happen real quick. I think he's is he clutch? I think it was clutch. Anyway, what makes a difference is he wanted to be here. I mean, so Yabusele wanted to be here. And I mean, take a little pay cut to be here. So let's see what happens, man. These guys want to be here. And if you want to be here and play as a New York Knick, we're welcome to have you.
Mm. Hey, just Knicks. You got Pacome and Kolick. Give me. While you got Pacome and Kolick on your chat, are you meaning that they might not be there, or are you meaning that give me a better understand why you got Pacome and Kolick, just Knicks, so I can understand where you're coming from with that? Because I was saying that them two might be out of here. I'm wondering if you referencing that, because this is a loaded team, man. They got, DeWarre, where he showed me what he could do with that size. Okay, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah. You might be right on that, Just. You might be right on that. And it's not because they're not good players and they can do things. This team is just they got so many players, man. What they trying to fight and scrap for to get to the finals. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. I kind of see that. I'm not, and I agree. I'm agreeing with you on it because I think it can come to fruition, but I don't know, to be honest. But it's a lot of, like you said, even if you get down to 15 guys, only like I don't see how the Knicks don't keep. They might find a way to keep on a roster Garrison Matthews, maybe not, maybe him, maybe Lynn going, maybe Garrison Matthews, Ryan, Lynn, all them guys might be going. I know they keeping Brogdon though, and that's what I mean. That's why even with I think DeWarre gonna be here. I think he got the motor, the side, his game. I like the way he plays, his defense, his length, his agility, his speed. DeWarre gonna be up in here. That's why I think the Knicks might be looking at the Pacome thing. Not because we want to trade him, ladies and gentlemen. It's because you got guys in the pipeline like they just drafted like DeWarre. And then let's say a couple of years from now, do y'all ever think the Knicks going to sign Pacome Daddy or sign Tyler Cole to after a rookie deal? So once a rookie deal is up, do you think the Knicks would sign Pacome Daddy? Do you think they sign Tyler Cole? I don't know. I'm not saying because they skill. I think it's the way we built. That's what I'm saying. The way we are built right now, and I could be wrong, but we had to see. We had to see, man, because that's a deep team, man. They really are deep. So I don't know. Our powers. It's like I said. If you listen to the noise out there, like guys like James Levin from Atlantic and other things, it sounds like they tried to shop Pacome Daddy. So it's not like we want to trade him, but that's a speculation out there. Let me just put it like that. It's a speculation out there that she was shopped around. I don't know.
It's out there because it's kind of what can be done. It doesn't really work if we do Tyler Cole. The numbers don't match. You still have money left over, but I think it's under $100,000. If you do it with Pacome, which he makes $2.8 million, leaves you a little bit of muscle at the end of the year. If you want to bring one of these two-way players over here at the end of the year to finish your roster like they did with PJ Tucker last year, the elapsed games, they'll play these 14 players and still substitute the two-way players, to play those 41 games or whatever they can play throughout the year and stuff like that, probably in different sections. You probably won't see two guys up at the same time. You'll probably see one guy and then another guy, they'll probably do it frustrated like that, I believe. But to the end of the year, and then one of the two-way players with the leftover money, I believe they'll bring one of them in, like if McCullough go crazy in the G League, he'll be one of the guys that they'll bring over with that last contract, at the end of the year, so he can play in the playoffs. One of those guys, I believe, if they go off in the G League, would be already in the farm system. And if they're playing very well in the G League, I think they'll bring him up. If they bring him up every so often and they play good when they come up here, I think that'll be the person that they'll bring up there for the 15th position, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yo, salute to the chat, man. For those who I didn't get a holla at. Danny was good. Danny, man, good to see you. Size 9. Nick Yak was good, man. Salute to you guys. Appreciate y'all coming in, everybody. Salute to the Queen Latoria, all you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Street up. Just Nicks was good, my man. Salute to you as well. Like I said, I don't have no idea what they're gonna do, but what I'm looking at is what they're trying to do now. I don't know what they want to do with the play, but I know what they're trying to do right now. I'm basing this off of what I think the Knicks gonna do, not really what I think. I just got, from my watching basketball over the years, for many years, this is a championship building roster. They are literally, and I believe, and this is my personal opinion, Mike Brown to trust Shamet in the clip before he trusts Daddy A. I can tell you that right now.
Fact.
I can tell you that right now. That ain't no hyperbole. Mike Brown would trust a veteran who's been around the league and been in playoffs before and been in tough situations, in a situation like that with Shamet before he do Daddy A. And I think he'll trust Malcolm Brogdon before he trusts Tyler Coley, because these cats, first of all, they pretty much better them to a degree from experience standpoint. But Malcolm Brogdon, I like Tyler Coley because he got passing skills. He can do that, but he ain't no damn Malcolm Brogdon. He can't rebound like Michael Brogdon. He can't do certain things Malcolm Brogdon could do, not yet in his career. But he ain't never going to defend like Malcolm Brogdon. He never going to be able to, not say never be able to, at this present time, I don't think his skill set is better than Malcolm Brogdon by no means. So that's the reason why now they could keep the guy and they just ride the pine and then they still be with the Knicks. And then when the year is over, just like Campaign and all them guys, then you let them go. But what happens next year if we go through the same thing and then they bring in some more veterans? What happens to Tyler Coley become Daddy? Because now you got DeWara and McCullough Jr. in the pipeline. See, that's the thing about it. This is what I'm getting at with all this here. The reason why I think guys like Bacone Daddy and Tyler Coley can be expendable, ladies and gentlemen, because we do have DeWara.
Yeah.
You have McCullough. We do have guys who could fill their void. That's the only reason I think that if they were to get I can understand why the Knicks do it, because they might say, if we had to sacrifice him, we got DeWara. If we got to sacrifice this guy, we got McCullough Jr. You see what I'm saying, Shaw Powers? That's the only reason I can see them not staying. But let's hope they stay. Let's hope all of them stay. But you best believe this team they all get to play in some form of fashion here, because the way it looks like our team can get out there and get buckets. And if our defense comes to the forefront the way we think they will, then I think a lot of you got to get some minutes. I mean, it's a deep team. I don't know how else to say it, man, because we talk about it every time. You look at the starting five and the possible starting five from just a logical standpoint. We know who the starting five is, either Josh Hart with Mitchell Robinson or Deuce. So after that, then you got to say who's that other five guy, who's them other five guys that's going to be in the second unit. And right now, I just look like the ones we always talk about. That's all it is for me. It's not really about nothing else, man. I don't know what Mike Brown going to do. But from a basketball standpoint, it look like them Knicks got a pretty solid 10-man rotation already. And some of the guys we want to be in there might not be in there. Like Haka Purdy might not be in that rotation. Do we deserve it? Probably do. He probably do. But he probably won't be in there. It all depends on the way Mike Brown uses thing. If put like this here, he'll get there if Malcolm Brogdon don't play. I'll put it like that. That's the easiest way I can say it. If Malcolm Brogdon don't make that rotation, then I believe Haka Purdy could be the backup five. Because and here's why I say that, because you still could put Deuce and Clarkson in the backcourt with Josh Hart, Yabu, and Haka Purdy. Am I right or wrong? You just let Deuce be the backup point guard. You let Jordan Clarkson be the two. You let Josh Hart be the three. You let Yabu be the four, and you let Haka Purdy be the five. But if they start Brogdon, then and not start, but if he makes the rotation, then we got to figure out who's going to be the 10th, the 11th, the 10th man. And the way it looks to me is, like I said, it might be Brogdon, Clarkson, Deuce, Josh Hart, and Yabusele. So we had to see how it goes, man. It's gonna be interesting at the end of this preseason what the Knicks decide to do with this roster. Because go ahead, Shaq.
I guess it depends on the matchup, but you're saying that you'll put Haka Purdy in before you put Shaman in?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Shamit won't be in a rotation, ladies and gentlemen. I think he'd be on a team, but I don't think he'd be in that 10. I don't think he'd be in the 10 at all. I think he'd be there. Who are you going to put in front of him?
They gotta ask me. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. He's one of the reasons why I don't want to say the main reason, but why I think Deuce should start, because it makes the second unit a little easier to put together. You know what I mean? You got Clausen, Malcolm, and Josh Hart. And every so often you can switch Malcolm out and put Shamit in there and let Hart and Clarkson push the ball. You know what I mean? Let them be the off guards or whatever you want to control the pace. You know what I mean? And then there's, you can do it like that too. So I think Shamit give minutes if Malcolm Brogdon's not playing, depending on who's in the lineup. You know what I mean? Because you still, if you can put Shamit there and still play Haka-Purdy, you know what I mean, for Mitchell Robinson if Malcolm's not playing, like you said earlier, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I think they'll be switching out minutes, maybe. I don't know. This is so.
Listen, I don't see. Hey, like they don't have to trade nobody. Let's not get it twisted. But I'm more talking about rotation. You know what I mean? They can keep Daddy A. They can keep all of them. Listen, you still can keep Daddy A and all them, I think, but it's about the money. But what I just don't see right now with a $200 million roster, you fighting for a championship every year. The Knicks built this thing for the next 4 years to try to win a ring. And we're going to have players that we're going to lose. You can love them to hell because this new CBA thing is a trip. Listen, right. even if you don't agree with, and if the Knicks wasn't built this way, of course you wouldn't take Shamit over Pacone Daddy and Kyle Kolick. If the Knicks wasn't fighting for a championship, that would be a no-brainer. We not getting rid of Pacone Daddy and Kyle Kolick for a Shamit. But right. We are not in that mode, ladies and gentlemen. Pacone Daddy are not even going to smell that floor unless it's a blowout. So you have to take all this in perspective. The Knicks got 10 guys that literally you still know how to put Haka-Purdy in there. If everything go the way it's going, you still might not get Hawk. He going like Preddy said, situational. I'm cool with them being situational because that's all they're gonna be. You're not starting Pacone Daddy over no Josh Hart. You're not doing that. Because the backup three, if Mitchell Robinson start or Deuce Bride start, the backup three is going to be Josh Hart. And you're not starting no Pacone Daddy over no Josh Hart. That's insane with $18 million sitting out there. So now, where is he going to play? He's going to be situational. If you start Josh Hart, if you bring Brogdon in here, I'm telling you, Haka-Purdy might not get no burn. He might be situational because you got Yabusele. They're gonna make the small. That's because he's gonna be the backup center until Mitch come out or Cat come out. Then he go in there with the star lineup. Then you still got a center power forward.
Thanks.
But where these dudes gonna play? If you already got Clarkston, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Malcolm Brogdon, and Yabusele. Them other cats, I think that's gonna be and if only way I can see if Malcolm Brogdon do not make that team, which I doubt it, ladies and gentlemen, they are not letting Malcolm Brogdon walk out that door, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Malcolm Brogdon is a bona fide player. Forget all the injuries. Josh Hart got injured yesterday. My man got injured the other day. Injuries ain't everybody get injured, but his skill set, Tyler Kolick and Pacone Daddy are not nowhere better than Malcolm Brogdon in no form. Let's get that out there. Tyler Kolick and Pacone Daddy is not no Malcolm Brogdon. You can convince me otherwise. So that's why it's going to be hard for them young guys to play. And that's why that's the only reason I'm saying, maybe let them go somewhere and play so they could blossom. Why waste your career sitting out of the rotation? Go to a team that's not destined to make the playoffs and get you a chance to get your game, man, and burn on some of these teams that's not going nowhere, like the Nets or somebody like that. Go find a team who's not going to be up in and trade them to teams like that where they got an opportunity to beat out somebody for some playing time. Because if not, they rotting away. They just rotting away on the bench. They just rotting away on the bench. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think that's fair to them. They shouldn't want that for their careers. I could see, and no, I would love to see Precone go out there to San Antonio. You know, you got the French superstar out there. Somebody send him out there to San Antonio where Wemby at, and because you know pretty soon the guys like Keon Johnson, all them gonna move on. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of money out there, so you're gonna be moving on from a lot of these guys in San Antonio, and he might go out to San Antonio. You never know. You never know, Chappelle. So, and I'm a Daddy guy. I love Daddy. I wish he would be the backup 3, but I just don't see where he's going to get in there at. I want a Daddy to come here to be the backup 3, but this team is deep, Chappelle. That's where I'm caught. I'm caught. Like, damn, you love him, but where he going to get his time at? Because what he did yesterday don't mean he's going to do that every game, but until he get consistent as an NBA player, it's going to be tough. When you got guys who could do what he could do, and they've been in the game for a while and know how to play. Despite what you may say about Sham, look at Sham game last night, pressuring the ball, stealing the ball, shot powers. He gritty, he hard, he is gritty. Shaman, I like the way Shaman play. I thought he was one of the better players in our playoff run last year. Once he finally got to play the shot campaign down, I think Mike Brown believes in guys like that, and I understand why. It's only a preseason game, so that don't mean nothing, but watch when the regular season come when the Knicks, if somebody go down, he's gonna be one of the first dudes they call. That's why you gotta have him there. You gotta have guys like that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a playoff. This is a championship team. If somebody on the New York Knicks roster get hurt, you're gonna want to have a savvy dude there. It's a savvy dude. You're gonna have somebody who understands the grind. So when they get into a pressure situation, they won't fold like we did in 2024 when Julius Randle went down. It was Jalen Brunson and R.J. Barrett in that pressure situation hit us in that Miami series in that 6th game. The pressure busted R.J. Barrett and them. I mean, that pressure hit them. And I understand if we would have had guys like we got now, that might not have happened that year because you would have had some experienced guys.
Actually, would have not happened that year.
It wouldn't have happened. So let's see how it goes, man. I'm just saying that from the way it looked, I say, oh, listen, we have a good problem. I just think Knicks got a deep roster, Shop Howard. They deep, man. So we got to see how this is going to translate. But they're a deep team, and we'll see how it goes, man. What's your thought? Do you think any of them guys make this thing, or what's your thought on that?
It's all up in the air for me, man, because if they're going to do it, if they want to make some crazy move, man, they can really, if they let go, if they like you were saying, Devon, they can make a move to Brooklyn. I'm joking with this, but give Brooklyn, trade Brooklyn, Tyler Kolek and Precone, and get one of your first back. You know what I mean? Maybe you could do that. You know what I mean? Precone was a first, and Tyler Kolek is a high second. Maybe you could get a first back and let them take that money back and sign Malcolm or Shaman, whichever one gets that contract, and bring one of these other guys that's over here. The guy that got 9 points yesterday, Dave, what's his name? Davis, I forgot his name. Big guy, the big center guy. Maybe they might want to look at him. I don't know what they want to do. I don't know what they want to do, Devon. Everything is in the air right now.
Yes, everything in the air. Right?
Everything is in the air right now because, like you said, it's easy for them to not bring one person here. Everybody talking about bringing Shaman here. They said that they signed him to non-guaranteed contracts. One of them might be here. It might be Shaman or it might be Malcolm. They might keep Malcolm. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they might keep Malcolm, Precone, and Tyler. But your observation, Devon, is the truth. Why would you want to be here if you're not going to get no burn? Where you could go to a team where you could get 24, 25 minutes a night, and you're just going to sit here and be like, yeah, let's go. Come on, yeah. I still there doing that. Maybe you get some garbage time minutes when we beating up on a team or something like that. So what you say has a lot of validity, man. I believe that both those guys could go somewhere to get something back, a higher pick, or like I said, send it right to Brooklyn. See if you could get one of those first round picks because they ain't worth much. What, a 25th pick or something like that, 23rd pick or something like that. Get one of those, get one of those first round picks back and give them 2 guys and bring in another one of these big guys or another center. They got the 2 guys they got the wall. They got all these options. Sorry.
No. I'll tell Jay. I'll see him in a minute. But you know what? and here's another important thing that I bring Jay in the building. The Wara and Pacone Daddy and them, they would have to play Ananobi and them and all of them locked up for 5 years, ladies and gentlemen, 4 or 5 years, all of them. They all, you gotta remember about that. Cat gonna be locked up, Ananobi locked up, Mikhail just locked up, Brunson locked up. So Josh Hart still got a couple of years on this deal.
Couple of years, yeah, still got a couple of years.
So now you got to put all this in the equation. Are you going to keep Mitch? We had to see. Are you going to whoever the case may be? What happens if Jordan Clarkson balls out? Are you going to bring him back? What happens if Malcolm Brogdon ball out and they make this thing? Okay, you know what? We got to the finals, but we believe we can win it with these guys. So we're going to bring them back again. If that's the case,
they're going nowhere, Cap.
Ain't going nowhere. But if they feel like they only renting them guys for this year, then maybe I believe out of all them rookies, let me say this real quick. Out of all them guys we got in that circle, I think DeWara and McCullough Jr. is going to be the one to stay with the Knicks, in my opinion. McCullough, salute Jay. I just think McCullough and McCullough and DeWara got that type of grittiness to them. They got that hard game to them, and that's what New York is. And I believe one of them two dudes gonna be here. I think them two dudes, right? I think they'll be here before longer than the other two. I just think them two dudes got that. What's good, my brother?
Chilling, just listening, man. I couldn't agree more, man. You know, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. Fantastic to watch some New York Knicks basketball.
For real.
Right? Real. Like you just, and then I even went back, watched some highlights, went back, saw different highlights. Then I saw an interview with Clarkson. He's going to go bananas this year. I'm going to tell you something right now. So all the things that you're talking about right now is, get attached to the players that are paid well. Get attached to the people that were here already. Get attached to the people we brought in, like the Yabasellis and the Clarksons. And I believe it's Brogdon. That's what I believe it's going to be. They're going to go with the team that has been somewhere, did things already. They're trying to win a championship. They're not trying to go to the playoffs. That's not their goal this year. So, you know what? There was something I was thinking about while watching this game. I was like, man, look, Mitch did something great. I hope he stayed. Right? Like now in my head, I'm going,
yeah.
There's the question marks. Then all things we talk about, the corner shot. The ball was flowing so good with people in there. And, look, it's also preseason. So when you see in 6 minutes, Huckaporty got 6 and 6. It makes him look like that he could do it. He's capable of that. And let's hope in those 6 minutes, because let's be honest, he's probably, if he touches the court for a game, that's what probably the minutes he'd be getting. So, look, I agree with you 100%. I do think there probably will be moves, but you know what? I think it's all like, we have to wait to at least the preseason, towards the end of the preseason, to really understand what this team is going to be. And then, hopefully, like we get, some of these guys on, stay in the G League, not get pushed far away, but we're going to lose some of them in some sort of fashion. I'm going to tell you that now. In some sort of fashion, somebody that you really like will not be here. And so I'm trying not to get too attached to certain players that I'm seeing that I like. The young ones, I'm saying, like because we have 10 players. We have 9, 10 players already that are definitely going to play every day on the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to go for the whole thing, they're not going to be trying out things like that, in my opinion.
Facts.
I agree
You
with
know, they're not. It's not. This is not like a couple of years ago when Randall got here. Then we started building upon that.
IQ,
Then
yeah, and
Brunson
all of
got
them. Yeah,
here,
they
and then
all
when
that.
Brunson got here, we added another person, and then DiVincenzo got here. Then we brought in iHeart. That took a couple of years. That's not this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This is a whole different type of animal. This is all or nothing. And if you go listen, if you can find it, go listen to re-listen if you did it already. Leap to Jordan Clarkson entrance interview about how he feels about the Knicks, how he's always felt about the Knicks, why he wanted to be here, what he wants to do here. I'm telling you right now, I cannot wait to see. That's the guy I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
He looks so. Forget yesterday. I'm just talking about the season. He is. That's what you want. You want a player that wants to be here, do anything for the team. He said, "I'll do anything they want me to do. I've been wanting to come here. No disrespect to the team last year, but I was watching the Knicks all year." That's what he said in the interview.
Yeah, he was talking about coming to the Knicks since some FIBA, some games across seas or something like that, and he was over there with Josh Hart, and that was maybe 2 years ago when Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson was in the All-Star and not All-Star, the Olympics or whatever that was, the pre-games or whatever. I remember you said something like that.
Yeah,
it's a great pick, man.
It really is. Listen, let's look at some highlights from last night, man. See some of the things that was really going on there, because I seen some good things. One thing before I go to the highlights, and like I said, the reason why I'm not even gonna say we. The reason why the Knicks keep talking about these young guys like Bacone Daddy and them, because if you want Malcolm Brogdon to be on this team, you got to create the cap space. If you want to keep Shaman, you got to create the cap space. So it's not about like not liking the players. They're trying to create cap space. They're gonna have to. So somebody's gonna have to go. And I just think that because of DeWara back there and McCullough Jr., that's the only reason I was with Just Knicks on the Bacone thing. Not because I want
it makes sense, man. That's
a
fact.
I'm a Bacone guy, but I don't think because I think DeWara can be their neck. They could be that. He might be that Bacone for them. So they say, well, we can let him go. They might say McCullough Jr. might could be a Tyler Kohler for us, so we want to let them two go, or vice versa. But them two got the $2 million contracts. You know what I mean? And they got to create that space. So we'll see how it goes. That was the only reason I was really harping on them two, because they out there. But anyway, let's look at some highlights.
When you're done with that, I want to ask you a question about somebody specific. I'm gonna remember. I gotta remember it though.
You got it. Head. All right, hold that thought, and then we get back at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, some highlights from last night for the game. Let's check out, see some of these movies these cats was putting on display. I liked that about Daddy last night, even though he didn't hit his jump shot on floor, but he kept going to the rack though. Mr. Oh God!
You cannot defend the living Mitch alone, man.
Look at that pace.
He's a beast down there. Watch Cat running the floor, getting it. Beep.
Oh man,
Clausen, Mr. Bucket.
Look at that offhand, off foot.
Cat posterizing in preseason.
That's a confident shot right there. Every shot he shot last night looked confident.
Very. That's a good point. Very.
That $4 million right there is worth.
Even this one right there. Look at that. That was a confident. He did that down on the other end too. That same move. That same dip to the side and then dip back and shoot back. They wanted to shoot that shot. It's a confident shot. Confident right here.
That's what I'll tell myself. I watch the pass.
That was the move. That was the one. That's coming though. Coming though. That on the weak side with them two on the weak side, he's gonna start giving it to Mitch more often. Mitch gonna be double this year, man. Oh my God, Mitch gonna be double this year. Good
With
hands.
the other hand,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Good
so
D.
that's right.
Good.
Good D.
Yeah, it sure was.
So nice, you got to show it twice.
Twice for real.
Yeah.
See that defense? See the champion put his body right there. Look at Yabusele.
Yeah, that was a good one
That's
right
what
there. Yeah, see?
that's one of the things.
Mhm. Body on him. Yeah, that was a good play by Pacone with the pass. Deuce with
Look
the
at this
step back.
movement.
He got the Dirk Nowitzki. Got the Dirk
He did
Nowitzki.
the Dirk on him. He did
Right.
the Dirk on him, Devon.
Right. Look at Shammy with the fade right there. Telling you,
Yeah, I thought that was Malcolm.
Bro.
Yeah,
That's a good move right there, though. That was a good move
Yeah.
to the hole right there with the
that 6'9", that length, man. He gonna
yeah,
be
that
in
was a good move onto the hole the way he did that. Look at him
there.
running up the court. Look at him running. Oh my gosh. Oh my, look at the passing. That's what we
That
talk
was a
about.
great pass,
3-pointer
too.
setup.
Good find.
Look at Brogdon. He be pushing that ball. There you go again.
Yeah, man. Look at that, man. The outlet, man.
That's what I said. Brogdon got skills, bro. For real. He's a good floor general. I like his game a lot.
He's smart. He's a smart player. He's got a high IQ.
That was a strong move by Tyler right there.
Mm-hmm.
Something I was expecting going off his other foot. This was another good move there too.
Cover color Junior. They unselfish basketball team, shout out, and Jay Choden. They unselfish, man. So yeah, they got a good thing going in New York, man. It's going to be tough for a lot of these guys. But they got some weapons with them, man. I really like the way they get down there. I like the way the game, even though it was a preseason game, it was. You expect all of the misses. If you only shot 38% from the full laps, you expect all that because it's the first preseason game. But the thing that I've seen give me optimism about what it can be. Jay Children, again, and get your thought in, man. I don't want you to lose your thought, but go ahead, my man.
It's about Kolek, actually. So, Kolek, when we signed Kolek, right, he was like the largest signing
Rookie
at the time.
On
Still is,
on
right?
a two-way. Yeah, on a two-way. I mean, on the second round.
Yeah.
So we're talking about pieces that they're gonna that we have a certain core of people. I think that this new wave that we got this year, the people that were playing last night, the people that are right now on this roster. I think Kolek is going to be one of the people that is going to be offered out there. As if it's a deal where somebody else is involved, instead of we don't have a lot of picks or whatever. I think even though he passed good and he could do that, but he's got some good money on him, and he really doesn't have a full place. I mean, yes, we have. What I'm trying to say is we got a lot of guards, right? And if we're not going to develop people, and he has some money on him, I don't think Kolek's personally. I don't think Kolek is going to be a New York Knick. Now, to me, it's neither here nor there because again, he's not going to be playing.
Mm-hmm.
And if like throughout the season, if we might need different people for the roster, maybe a larger person for the roster at this particular moment. But I believe Kolek is gone due to the fact, especially because of Brogdon being around this year. I really feel that, at least I don't know if a trade or he's going down, whatever, however it works out. But I kept thinking that yesterday that like Coley, you know, that pass was nice. He did that. That was kind of Steve Nash. It's like going under the basket, circling around, and then hitting the open man. That's what Nash used to do. That's what made him so good. Work it down, work it, circle around, boom, hit the open man. But you know, we'll see. But I like what I saw out of him. I like what I saw out of everybody. I really like Deuce's confidence. I know it's preseason, but I really liked his confidence last night. You know, in years past, you'll see Deuce. He'll shoot, but it's 50-50. Shoot or, you know, give it back, give it to Brunson, you know, give it to somebody else. Those shots that he took yesterday, he you know, he looked more confident. The shots were butter. So, you know, let's just hope that's what he is going to bring to the table. And again, I think that is why a starting lineup with Deuce in the 2 makes the most sense for me. Though it's really hard to watch it with Mitch, I still believe that it makes the most sense to start it that way.
Yep. Let me salute to the chat, everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. We in here, man. We just talking Nick talk, man. Real talk. Who asked that question? Salute to my man, Daval Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the game is at 11 a.m. Daval Rodriguez, salute to you, my man. It's 11 a.m. start, ladies and gentlemen, in the morning. I got it right on the ticker. Knicks in Philadelphia, 11 a.m. at Dubai. Salute to the whole chat, everybody in the building, man. JW, everybody who came in, I didn't get to shout y'all out. Salute to everybody who I didn't get to shout your name out. But real quick on this note, this Tyler Kolick and what's interesting about that thing there for me, he made $2.1 million, 3-year deal he had. A 3-year deal he had. So he and Cone Daddy making $2.8 million. He had a 3-year deal. Now, and here's another reason why you got to put all this into equation. You still got to think about if the Knicks want to bring back Mitchell Robinson, they need that money. If the Knicks want to bring back Mitchell Robinson, they need that $2.8 million that Daddy got. They need that $2.1 million that Tyler Kolick got. Shit, you need a $2 million that Hucker Purdy got.
Yep.
So that's good. That's why I say these guys, because you might lose Yabusele if you sign Mitch. You might. This CBA got these teams so tied up. They so tied up with this CBA money. You're gonna lose somebody who you love. And I just think that listen, there's 1,000 daddy out there. You can get another daddy, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Though I'm not hating on it because I'm a daddy person. I can't say that enough. I love Pacone daddy game, but I do think that there's another daddy out there that's coming out of college or coming out of whatever, wherever. You know what I mean?
And call it. And
it's more of them out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, that's just the law. Like I said, I still take McCullough Jr. over both of them. I would take McCullough Jr. over both of them, dude. Why? Because McCullough Jr. is gritty. He play hard. I mean, the way his bounce is, the way he get to the rim, he take the shots. He don't settle for jumpers. I like him. I like DeWara gonna be. I think DeWara is making them dudes expendable. To be personally, I think DeWara might be making the guys because, like I said, you could get them. That's why they drafted the way they drafted them at. They gave them the money for a reason. Because the reason why they gave them the money, ladies and gentlemen, to make this, to make sure the salary and everything works, I guess, because they didn't have to sign them. But you know what? Hey. They picked them. They gave them a chance to make some NBA money, and I respect that about the Knicks organization because the one thing about them, man, they allow these kids to make some money. They know it's hard to be out in the NBA to make the NBA, so they gave Daddy A his money because they believe in him. But things change when another person, like to me, the Knicks wanted Daddy A probably to be a star. I'm not a starter, a bench player, right? Shot Powell, Jay, but
yeah,
he drafted DeWara. Remember what happened with like the $40 world? We like, okay, but then here come Quentin Grimes. You got to go. You know what I mean? RJ Barrett. I like RJ Barrett, but you know what they said? You got to go because we want Anunoby. So there's always a dude that's going to be able to say, I like you, but I like him more. He fits what we trying to do. And that's law of nature. If there's a guy that Knicks need, that day might be gone. Shit, none of them dudes is expendable. Shot powers. Anybody can get the pink slip. You know what I mean? So anybody can get the pink slip. I don't know. Let's see, man, how it goes, man. I'm happy with what I've seen overall though in preseason. And like I said, it's the first preseason game, Shot Powers, and there's going to be some missed shots, missed free throws, bad plays, turnover. It's going to be all that. It's just the first game. But I think once they get in sync, they should be okay.
The one good thing about the game, even though it was a lot of missed shots and a lot of things like that, they did shoot 91 shots. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 91 shots that they got up. I thought it was 91. I think it was
to it. 91. Yeah, something like
91 shots they got up. That's a good sign. You know what I mean? So if you start weighing averages of 91 shots, and if you could get a percentage of 48% from the field goal percentage and 37% or whatever the other denominator to make up that 90 to the 91%, 91 shots up, then that's going to be a good percentage. 91 shots up. If you shot 91 shots and you hit a 60 shots, that's a good percentage of field goal percentage and 3-point shots together, with missed shots depending on the breakdown. But you know what I mean? 60, you shoot 91 shots, you hit 60 shots, you only miss 31 shots. That's a good percentage. That's 2 out of 3. That's almost, anyway. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm happy that the Knicks got that many shots up, and they still got a lot of assists up yesterday too as well. I think it was only 18, 17, 19, something like that. So somewhere around, I can't remember the exact numbers, but I think it was about 19, 17, 19, something like that. So that's a good percentage of assists to shots made, and that will get better with better percentages as they get more inclined with themselves, because the percentages will go up. These percentages that we see now is definitely preseason percentages. As this team continues to get better and stuff like that, the percentages are going to go up. You're going to see us closer to 50% from the field goal percent. You're going to see us closer to 30, I believe 38, 39% from the 3-point line, because we're going to shoot more 3-pointers this year. There's no question. They're talking 43 pointers already out there. I think we're going to shoot that because of the guys that we have to shoot those shots in the corners, where you got OG and Cat and all these guys shooting 40% from the corners. JB and Clarkson and all these guys killing it from the corners. That's what we're going to shoot. We're going to shoot a lot of those shots this year. So let's get it, man. It's going to be interesting.
Jay, let me build on something that you just said. It was interesting. Shot Power said we shot 91 shots. We had 19 assists and only shot 38%. So what did that tell you?
Right.
That means like Mike Brown's pace. His pace. So once they start hitting those shots, it'll be scary.
Right. When the percentages change, yes, right.
27 assists. Normally, when the Knicks get 27 assists last year, we was gravy. They had 19 assists and only shot 38%. That's impressive. That is fucking impressive. So that you tell me you hit 7 more. You shot a high 40 something. You probably had 30 assists there last night.
Right.
50%.
Right, it's closer to it, right? As the percentage goes up, right? 91 shots is a lot of shots, man.
Yeah,
right. In a game,
that's that Golden State Warrior that my man put in.
Yep. But I think that you could knock about more than likely you could knock about 5 to 10 shots off of that in the regular season, and there's still because of the flow, the ebbs and the flows, and the assist numbers going up, and and things like that, and with all these kids that are not going to be there shooting some of those shots as well. But yeah, it was a high power. It was definitely way more pace, and you still got to control the pace, like his mantra. That's what he says. But at this time, it's roll the pace and control the pace, this team, and I love that about it. You know what I'm saying? And Yabusele, where he bodied him down there to get that ball, and then he threw it to the other guy beside, and Clarkson laid it up in. To me, that was one of my favorite moments. He's strong, and I don't know if you listened and heard to the other dude that who was talking, not Cloud, the other guy that was talking.
You talking about? I like his commentary too. What's my man name? It'll come to me. He was on the radio with Monica.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cam. Yeah. What's the man name? He's a very intelligent young man with this sports stuff. I mean, he's
very smart. So he was saying a lot. I was listening to him very, very closely, right? So it was really glad to hear my, one of my favorites, doing his thing with his speech. But what this young man was saying was that he said it really good. He said, "Look, this team is strong. This team is fast. This team is big. This team could shoot." And when he said one particular thing that I loved so much, I don't know if you caught it. He said, they're going to be a top 3 offense. If they could be a top 10 defense, I don't see how anybody in this league is going to stop them. Go watch it again. And then he said it word for word. And I thought about you guys. I thought about the show. And I agree. I fully agree with that. That is the recipe for it. We know we have offense. We don't have to talk about how much we can score. We do need to talk about how much we're going to rebound and how much we're going to steal and just be in the right places at the right time and doing the right things. So I love when he said that. And he said literally, I can't see anybody that's going to stop them. Anybody.
Yeah, they're gonna be a tough.
I don't know if you're talking about the East or the whole league, but he said the 3 and the 10.
The Knicks gonna be a tough out, and that ain't because we Knicks fans. That's just the truth, bro. Them dudes. And what's crazy to me is here's another. I'm interested about next year though. Let's say no matter which way this go this year. Now next year, who to say that Muhammad Dewara don't make the rotation? Because y'all got to remember, Yabusele got a team or player option. One of them, because if he have a big year, he might decide he might opt out and get some money.
Especially if he play good.
Yeah, but his side, Dewara could mess around and be that power forward, small forward for the Knicks next year. And that's the beauty of having these young guys like Kolek and all these guys. Because I swear I thought Daddy was going to be that guy. And I said he still can be. But I just knew that was the wrong time they drafted him because of what they trying to do. This was the Grimes and the RJ and the Evan Fournier era, and they were just trying to before Jalen Brunson got here. I think it might have been
pre-JB.
Pre-Jalen Brunson. I think McComb, Daddy, and Tyler Colton would have been getting some burn. But once they got Jalen Brunson with Julius Randle, then you go get Cat, then you go get Anunoby, then you go get Mikal Bridges. You best believe they weren't trying to hear none of that. They ain't trying to hear none of that.
Now they went to go get Clarkson. Now they went to go get Yabusele. Now they went to go get some of them. That's why they're doing that. I'm telling you, this is not a year for growth for the youth. This is a year to win it. So next year, you're right. Next year, they might be like that. Yeah. But and don't forget, there's gonna be like our main players also are gonna become, people need to get paid or they're gonna need to bounce. So who knows, man? Who knows? But I really think that the smaller the Koleks and that money is useful. And I agree with you. How tall again is DUR?
DUR about 6'9".
Yeah, see, he's more useful for us right now.
Right.
Yeah. He's way more useful for us right now. Now, remember yesterday I was saying something like I just would love to have one more 6'9", that 6'11" guy. That could be the guy, And Kolick I don't see how he gets a lot of burn on this team. This team is. Let's make it very, very clear. This team has championship aspirations. Championship aspirations. Some people might be happy going to the finals because we've taken steps and steps and steps, and that's the next step, right? In our evolution, I call it post. I don't want to blasphemous to God, right? But it's like JB, AD, and JB, right? So it's post JB, right? So JB's here, and since then we did this, dang, boom, boom, boom. It to me, it's finals a bust, period. Especially with the team that we had here and the way they worked that money to bring in the proper people, the Brogdons, the Clarksons, the Yabasellis, to add to this recipe. Delicious. Mike Brown is who I'm be watching, but he sounds good when he speaks. I'm gonna tell you that he sounds like he's not no nonsense. We're gonna he's not for the bull crap and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Yeah, Sharp Powers. Do you? And this is a question from your thought. Do you think if the New York Knicks really, really thought these cats can really, really make this team, help this team the way they need them to, they wouldn't have brought in the Brogdons and the Shamans back? If they would have thought that them young guys literally was like, I need y'all in this rotation, y'all can help me, then I don't think we would even brought these guys in here.
That's a fact. You ain't gotta ask me that. They brought Brogdon here and Shaman back here for a reason. It is not nothing that Knicks Real Talk is sitting here talking about. Oh, we need to do this right now. No, the New York Knicks have brung these guys back. Brogdon, it was talked about, but it went down a whole lot when Sims' name was out there and stuff like that. I like Brogdon, but I always said about Brogdon was his health. And I mean, he has not played more than 65 games in the last, I think it was 5 years or something like that. That was that was one of my red flags for him. But on the court, come on, man. He was just 2 years ago the sixth man of the year. I wanted him that year. He was out there that year. Brogdon was out there the year that he went to Boston. I wanted them to anyway. But
me too.
They wouldn't have brung those two guys here. Not to make a trade, and something's going to happen. It may be Tyler Kolick and Pacone going in a package deal because that gathers up about $5 million, and then you can sign two players with that $5 million. That would be Shaman or McCulloch and another guy that we think that we want to bring up here. You know what I mean? And still leave a little meat on the bone for at the end of the year with that prorated salary like they did PJ Tucker last year. If they could save $800,000-$900,000 of that same thing that they could do and bring somebody up from this G League, McCullough at the end of the year for that $800,000 or $500,000 or $200,000. Longer go, the closer get to the playoffs, the less the money gets. So you get them all close down there, bring him in here. He can play in the playoffs now, and we finish off the year that year. I'm with whatever if the New York Knicks want to. The only one, it's no way that they could trade Tyler Kohler by himself and keep Pacone. You know what I mean? There's no way they could do it, but they'll be stuck, and they won't be able to have a 15th player this year. They will end up having to trade Pacone at the deadline anyway. So if you're going to do it, let's get them together, package them together. Let's see if we can go to Brooklyn, get a first-round pick back, and bring two players here. I mean, we already got both the players. We bring out additional player aside from Shaman and Malcolm, and then we'll have a chance to have one more player on that. One more player right now, and another 15th player at the end of the season.
And a good pick.
Right. If we could get that
and finally have a good pick back in our pocket. So
I didn't say Brooklyn because I think they'll take Pacone and Tyler Kolick and give us back one of those picks that are probably one of those first round picks that could probably be top the old 25, top 20. I don't think it's going to be no higher than top 20 or something like that.
We ain't getting that.
So, I think they'll give that one of those picks back to us our own
Yep.
for those two players, maybe.
And you know what else is interesting? We're gonna get out in a few minutes, but I want to piggyback off something too. You kind of what I want to lead into. You kind of said it in your as you were speaking. The trading deadline, ladies and gentlemen. Who is there anybody on that team that you think might be gone by the trading deadline? I know it's too early for all that. I know it is, but I guess I'm saying it now because I'm trying to see where this. I guess where I'm getting to. This team is that good, right? So they get to the trading deadline. It is somebody out there can make them better, and they ain't got to give up their core. It's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting because
I'll say this. I'll say this. I think it could be a trade by anything, but I don't think they're going to. If we're smoking hot right now, if we're going into the playoffs and right around 40-something games or something like that, and we're 31-8, 31-9 or something like that, they ain't
got me hyped.
They ain't looking for no, ain't looking for no trade and none of that stuff. And by that time, if they have moved on from Pacone and Tyler, then it will not be no trade. I don't think they're gonna let go Haka Purdy. Only way we let go of if we sign Malcolm, if he's doing bad, or if Clarkson is doing bad, we could let him go or something like that. Or I don't see no big names coming out here to break up the core. Plus, we don't have no players to finish to add back on here. We're already fighting to get 14 men on this roster. So there's no other if we trade 3 players for 1, we can't do that because we ain't gonna have no roster. So I think that the best way to do it is to do it now. If they're going to do it, if you're going to let Tyler Kolek, if the trade is going to be, I'm glad Tyler Kolek went out there yesterday and played some basketball. He made 2 good jump shots, couple of good passes. Pacone was aggressive. He didn't score, but he was aggressive. Those 2 guys, you put them in a thing where they could get 25 minutes a night, they could change what you can see from them. I think both of those guys with minutes can be very good players, but with no minutes on the New York Knicks team that's striving to go to the finals, and they can only playing 1 time every 10 games in garbage time, no bueno.
Yep.
I'll tell you the answer to as I agree. Number 1, another way that the trade deadline changes is if we're cooking, but one particular person ain't really cooking. You know what I'm saying? They're struggling in that mix, and you have to now overuse somebody else consistently because maybe somebody is not really doing what they should be doing. Then you may
Jay, why are you trying to trade Josh Hart, Jay? Jay, why are you trying to trade Josh?
He's one of my favorites. I wasn't even talking about Hart. I really think the move for me is that I like DeWara. I like that. I like this having that power, the size, the power forwards, like that type of thing is more necessity for our team right now. The way it's built, it is more right now. Again, I piggyback on the piggyback. Wouldn't have re-signed Sherman, wouldn't have went out and got, Brogdon into camp, at all. If Kolek was going to get burned, I would prefer to see a taller player back there. I know we got Hakaporti. I don't know what's going to go with him. I like DeWara's energy. I like what he does on the court. And listen, another thing is I'm not saying I don't like you said, you like Pacone Tadier, you like him.
Yeah, for sure.
If you like a player, I like Kolek. I think that 4-year college players could have a lot of impact because of how good they've been. He was the most assists. He was highly touted and we got him in the late round. He got a lot of money for where he came. But if you really like somebody, you want to see them get some burn, and he's not going to get burned here. So he might as well get burned somewhere else where he could actually play and show off some of his skills and maybe get a bag, and then we could get that picks and that stuff. I think it only makes sense. If you like somebody, you want to see them succeed. If it doesn't fit for us, go succeed somewhere else, and God bless you. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's just it. Listen, basketball's fun and it's a business. It's both. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
I think the hard part for me with them two young guys, and I love both of them. I really do. The skill that they have, we don't need. See, that's the problem. Like Tyler Cooley, we don't need his offense, ladies and gentlemen. We got an offense juggernaut down there. See, to me, that's the hard part about Cooley. It's not because he can't play. I think Cooley's probably the best. I think he's the purest point guard on that team.
On this team.
He's the purest point guard, literally. He's the purest point guard on that team. He is a traditional point guard who can shoot the ball, who can pass the ball like no other. He's a good floor general. But his defense, ladies and gentlemen, that's the part. See, Knicks need defenders right now. They don't need offense getters. That's where he get caught up in the mix because his offense game is better than the defense game. But what do the Knicks need? They need defense. A lot of their offense was top 5 in the league last year. Tyler Cole's skill set, which is his offense, is not needed at that level. Compared to somebody who can stop another team from getting ball. And that's just, I think, the problem is that this cat is gifted, man. 4-year college player, like you guys say. He got game. I just think he got drafted in the wrong situation. And like I said, it'd be different if you was a G.G. Jackson. We can't trade you because we know 4 years from now you're gonna be an all-star. I don't think they see that in a guy like Jose. It's hard to say keep a guy like that when there's other guys who could do what he do, but also got the potential to do it on the other side of the ball. And like if Tyler Coleman was saying 3 years from now, Knicks gonna give him $20 million, you might say, okay. But you can go get another Tyler Coleman, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of guys.
We got him in the G League right now. Point guard that's 6'7" right now.
It's a lot
That's not even signed to a two-way deal. The Knicks are so smart. They put him in the G League. He's 19 years old. They put him in the G League under a contract. You know what I mean? And when they're ready to bring him aboard, they can sign him as a rookie. You know what I mean? Some of the best ideas that the Knicks have done. This front office, once again, you know what I mean? Pate is a diamond in the rough. Let's see. He's still young. He's still raw. But if you're talking about being a point guard, he's 6'7", long wingspan, can defense the ball. And if he can get some cohesion in the G League of learning how to shoot and play some professional basketball, NBA-ish professional basketball, Tyler Kolek is obsolete.
Yep. I'm going to tell you, here's the main reason, too. This ain't even got to do with his talent. Check this out, Jay Choden and Shot Power. Tyler Kolek and become daddy next year. Last year, they contract. Do you think the New York Knicks extending them dudes?
Facts.
I got to understand. They extend daddy and become daddy. I'm telling you, they're not doing that. They are not extending become daddy. They're not extending Tyler Kolek. Next year, they'll be in a contract year. Do y'all think with all the people they got to sign, rightfully so, who's better than them? You think they're going to sign them due to a long contract on the Knicks? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to give a contract. I don't think they're giving him an extension. And I don't think they're giving Daddy an extension next year, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you might got to get and make your move now, because the Knicks not stealing them dudes. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you this is the last Kolek contract for the Knicks. I guarantee that.
Right. So why not get something for them?
Right. They need a couple of picks. They got because the Warrior got that. The Warrior got Daddy a spot coming from a contract standpoint. That's why they gave the Warrior that vet minimum for Tyler Kolek's contract, not Kolek, but Pacone Daddy's contract is now the Warrior's contract.
Right.
So you don't need Daddy because you got the Warrior. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to have to let these dudes go. They're not sending these dudes. They're not going to extend them. Let's keep it $150 up in here. They are not going to extend them, guys. I guarantee you that. I'm willing to bet any amount of money that Tyler Cole do not get a second contract with the Knicks, and I guarantee you Macomb Daddy won't get a second contract with the Knicks. That's
I'm
next
with
year.
you on that.
They signed them 3 years. Am I right? 3 years they signed them dudes. Last year, this year, and next year. After that year's up next year, they're not signing them dudes.
I think there's at least 4 reasons why they won't be here, right? You're talking about getting a player back, not extending them not having playing time, and not having the position that we need at the particular moment. That's all the recipe to be. They're not going to be here. To me, I mean, that's just what it is, and that's what I was thinking while I was watching him play. I was thinking, have fun, get your burn in now, because I do think he's a decent player. Of course he's the most pure point guard on the team, but he also is. You just don't sign the people we signed to. If Kolek had a part, if he was a part of what they were thinking for the future. And think about how long we've been building this. We traded away a 3rd pick to get OG, sign JB, go trade for Cat. We just brought in the people we needed. Kolek didn't play last year. He's not going to be playing this year. If he is, he'd be playing in Brooklyn or wherever, Utah, wherever they go. Not Utah, but wherever they go.
Yep. You know what? And Tyler Kolek is signed for 24, 25, 26, and they got a team option for $2.4 million in 2027. That's what I'm saying. So next year, and that's his reality, he is aspiring next year because that team option in 2027, $2.4 million. Knicks probably be the second apron. They're not going to send him past that. How much you going to get Tyler Kolek in 2027 with a team option? You going to re him up?
Now, when you fighting that apron,
yeah, right, and
not at all.
Not at all. So that's where I'm at with that. It's just like because he got a team option in 27, and he got made 2.1 this year. He made 2.2 next year. Then in 27, he got a team option. Macomb Daddier, he got 2.8 this year. He got a team option in 2026 for $3 million, 2.9. And he got a team option in 2027 for $5.3 million. So he got 2 team options back to back, 25 and 26. So now you see why the Knicks is talking about getting rid of him. Because that means that $3 million that he got coming up in 20 and the $5 million in 2027, that's no longer on their books. And them they not gonna have that money. I'm telling you, because they got to give it to if they're gonna keep Mitchell Robinson, if they're gonna keep. Let's say if one of them other dudes pop real hard, they might be like, "Yo, I might need to bring one of these dudes back." I don't see.
Clarkson wants to be here. Let's say he plays really well and he wants to be here longer than we gave him. We got to find money for that. So no, I'm telling you,
we give him the vet minimum. He get the vet minimum. I don't think that hit our books.
Who that?
But if we have more money, I'm saying in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The vet minimum. The Knicks play a percentage, and the league pays a percentage for older players to stay in the league or some shit. So, some crap.
And you got
that's right.
My man only on a $1.9 million for this year. Haka Purdy. So let me ask y'all a question. Who would you rather keep out them 3? Haka Purdy, Kolek, or Daddier? Which one would you keep, Shop Hours? You had to pick one of them dudes. Who would you pick?
I know my
good question. That's a real good question. If I had a choice, I would probably. All right. If for me, I would probably keep Macomb, but for the team, I would keep Haka Purdy. Like if I'm talking manager, if I'm talking being the manager, I'm keeping Haka Purdy because he's a legit center. And I mean, he can get out there and grab rebounds. He can run the pace, and he can block shots, and he could throw it down on you. But for my pick, I would keep and plus for the money. Yeah, we're not giving up Haka Purdy for two. He gets less money than Tyler Kolek, so we'll be in a worse predicament if we let him go right now. So I like Haka Purdy plus. I think he fits. So for me, I mean, I like Pacone, like you said. Pacone's my guy. I wish he could get Pac-Man. I want to run that Pac-Man gobbling up the street, gobbling down the bit, hit the energy. Whoa. I wanted to hit that up, but it don't seem like I'm gonna get that. I was trying to push for him to be the backup behind Josh Hart. That Josh Hart started, but you know what I mean. I don't think that's gonna fall into fruition for me.
You know what people really missing, Jay?
And my answer would be Haka Purdy too, because we need size and we need backup centers, and we need. It's all about that size. It's all about the and pardon me for cutting you off, Devon.
No, you got it, bro.
It's all about the size, all about the rebound, and it's all about because we got plenty of shooters, plenty of guards, plenty of that type of player right now. And then we had a good draft. We picked up some players, like you said, are down there right now that could do just the same thing. And we got 169, 167 that can do it. Like, we don't need that.
Right.
So,
you just went right into what I was about to say. Yeah, I think that's the part about Daddy A&M that people missing, and Pacone Daddy A. You're not going to be able to keep Pacone Daddy A, Muhammad Dewara. Ladies and gentlemen, Knicks ain't playing all them dudes. They're just trying to win a chip, bro. You know what I mean? Right. They not playing Daddy A, Colin, Dewara, all these dudes, but you got all them dudes that's making money, and they're all going for a championship. So Pacone Daddy A, $3 million, that's Dewara's money. That's why you let him go. You're going to have to let Dewara go, or you're going to have to let Pacone go. Pacone, you're going to let him go because his money can add the Brogdons and them guys, but you also got a guy like Dewara who can make up for him.
That's what I'm saying.
Would you rather have Pacone or Dewara? I like Dewara. And I'm a Pacone guy. I do too. But I like Dewara's game, the way he get up and down that floor. He like a gazelle.
Already.
Right. Yeah, he's a gazelle for sure, brother. He's a gazelle. There's no doubt about it.
And he on a vet minimum. So him and Haka Purdy and Haka Purdy uninspiring. But them dudes' size going to help the Knicks. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to let none of them go. But it ain't what I want. It's what the Knicks want. And I got a feeling the Knicks about to let them boys go. I think at least right now they're going to let Pacone go. Because they got a Pacone in a wing who on a vet minimum. Dewara, they got him. If one of them dudes go down, they can bring Dewara and fill in. You see what I'm saying, Shot Powers?
No question.
Yeah. So
effortlessly.
They Linky. So I don't know. He going.
And another thing is, let's go back to the original thing we started yesterday. What if they start the double big man? We're gonna need big men to come in for some big men who start.
Small teams down there.
So that right there just eliminates the other two. Right, there's a fifth reason now. And if he gets 6 minutes or 8 minutes and does 6 and 6 every time he's on the court, or even 3 and 4 or and a block, that's more necessary to what we need right now. That's, to me, in my opinion, that's what we need right now. He could run and gun. He could do things like that. I just think that you're right. Kolek is picked. Kolek, which probably should have played in the 70s. Like he ain't it right now.
This roster is deep. Let me tell you something real quick. This like I get everybody always harping on Hart, maybe because you think the guy can't score basketball. You think Hart can't, but Hart does things on that team. Josh Hart does things for the New York Knicks that nobody on that team could do the way he do it.
Nobody.
I'm just serious. He got you. Josh Hart with a walking triple-double, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. That's the part I don't get. You can't look at a dude because he don't score 20 points. Yeah, you can score 20 points, but you might only got 2 rebounds though. 1-1. Some dudes can get buckets, but they can't rebound and they can't score and they can't assist the ball. Josh Hart can do all three of them. I'd rather have 14, 8 and 9 or 14, 7 and 8 than 22, 1 and 1. That's why Josh Hart worth his money, ladies and gentlemen, because the man doing it on all three phases: his scoring, rebounding, and assists. He was the second rebound on our team last year.
Yeah.
He's about the second or third is the best assist dude on our team. This dude, what he do for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, it can't go unnoticed. Without Josh Hart getting some timely three-point shots, timely rebounds, when Mitchell Robinson wasn't here, and Josh Hart was eating up the rebounds that count, there's not a lot of dudes do what Josh Hart do. I'm not saying he's the best thing since sliced bread, but what he do for the Knicks, 14, 7, and 9. You got guys out here dropping 25, 2, and 3. 25 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Josh Hart give you 14, 9, or 14, 8, and 9. That's
some people will be getting 18, 0, and 0. I mean, it just be like that. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, Josh Hart is valuable, ladies and gentlemen. I'm dead serious. He making 19 million, but he giving you
20 exactly. What I was about to say about.
You got Josh Hart is the Swiss Army knife for the New York Knicks. He is the Swiss Army. He's the one go get gritty. He's the one scrapping for rebounds. He's the one helping push the pace. I mean, this cat do a lot of stuff for Knicks. He's a Swiss Army knife. But like I said, we got guys who can get buckets, but they can't do shit else. I don't want dudes like that. I don't need motherfuckers who can score. Give me somebody who can do all aspects. There's a lot of aspects to playing basketball, not just only scoring, rebound, assist, steal, blah, blah, blah. Josh Hart does a lot of that stuff, man. He does, bro. And without Josh Hart last year, we won a lot of games because he had some timely rebounds, timely three-point.
He had one bad series, man. One bad series when he said he was tired. He played great in Detroit series. He played great in Boston, man. And the first game he played good, but after that he started getting a little, he was tired.
And how about the fact that he was hurt too?
Come on, man. Come on. This guy had 11. I said it last night, man. He had like 1,100 triple doubles last year, man. 1,100. Dude. He broke the record for the Knicks. Clyde's record last year. He broke it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, he was 13.9 14 points a game last year, 9.9, then a 10 rebound a game, almost 6 assists.
Yeah, that's major, man.
That's bananas.
That's what you get for $20 million or $19 million. That's what you get. I mean, we expecting that from Deuce McBride, and Deuce McBride only getting $4 million. Stop it.
Right. Yeah. That sound, and you know what the funny thing is that sound like a good center's numbers, and we're talking about a small a small forward. We're talking about somebody that's a good center's numbers. 14 and 9.
Yeah,
that's
good.
Big man's numbers.
That's what we want Mitch to do this year. That's what we want Mitch to do this year. Or vice versa. 9 points and 14 rebounds. That's what we want.
And let Hart have 14 and 9. Let that be perfect.
Hey, listen, and now you take him and put him on a bench with Clarkson and Deuce McBride or whatever. Now our bench is like ultimate strong. Now you got a rebounder in the second unit with Josh Hart, the way he rebound. Now you got a bona fide rebounder in the second unit and somebody who like to run up and down the floor with Jordan Clarkson and Deuce McBride and Yabusele. I mean, so Josh Hart, 10 rebounds. If he go in the second unit and give you 8 rebounds a game in the second unit with Yabusele give you 6 or 7. I mean, that's big time. That's big time numbers, man. So the Knicks, either way it go, I think the Knicks is good. I'm good with Josh Hart, man. I like his game. He just does everything.
Right. And they made a good point. The same guy I'm talking about that I can't remember his name made another good point last night too that adds to this Hart conversation. That Yabusele played a lot of 4 and 5 when he was playing in that thing that we were talking about. And if you put him in that type of thing and you start the big man instead of starting Deuce, now you're talking about Deuce Clarkson or Brogdon Deuce, Clarkson, Hart, and Yabusele running the thing together. Fast, strong, rebound, got rebounding on there. You got people standing in the paint. You see the way when he bounced off of Yabusele, that dude, he grabbed that, he just bounced off of him, man. So, and look, this guy done everything for us. 2 years ago, we had 6 players. We went to the game 7 of whatever we went to, and it was him and DiVincenzo and Brunson, and they were doing everything. He was grabbing every rebound, the most necessary ones in the last seconds of the game.
You know what's crazy to me? It's Shot Powers. They told 2 people, John Hart and Cat together averaged 23 rebounds. 2 dudes. Think about that. 2 dudes last year for the New York Knicks averaged 23 rebounds together. Cat's 13 and Josh Hart's 10. 2 dudes. So now you put Mitchell Robinson to that equation. You put Yabusele in there. Hopefully the Anunoby can be better rebound than they were last year. And this team could be pretty good. They could be averaging down there 40 something, 50 rebounds a game damn near. Yeah, because if you put 20, 23 with them 2 dudes, let's say if Mitch give you 10, that's 33. Let's say if Yabusele give you 5, that's 38. Let's say Anunoby give you 6.
5, 6.
Yeah, 6. That's 40 something. Man, this team don't be a high power rebounding team with all that shit they got. That's crazy, bro.
And then you're talking about the other guys that might get you 2 or 3, man. We talking about 40 to 50 at that point now. So
No, we're really talking about greatness this year, man.
seriously.
I'm really talking about the Knicks being the top offensive on paper, like we mentioned last night, but the top offensive team this year. And I mean the top bench or the top 5 bench in the league. I'm talking about top 10 defense this year. And I mean, I'm talking about all the pace. Our pace should be incredible this year. I'm talking about points per game should be incredible this year. I'm talking about 2 all-stars. I'm talking about maybe 2 defensive players this year. I'm talking about maybe 3 runners up for 6th man of the year type year this year. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the whole kit and caboodle this year. I like saying playoffs are bust, but in my heart, I think this team right here is one of the best teams in the New York Knicks that I've seen. And as long as I really haven't seen Clyde and them. I was alive when Clyde and them when Clyde won when Clyde and them won, I was like 2 going on 3. That was 72, 73. That was the last time I was going on 3. I didn't see the game. I might have been sitting on my uncle's lap. He loved the Knicks, but I ain't seen it. This right here, I ain't seen Clyde and I see that. I seen it in the tapes. This is going to be a team that I'm going to see this year. You know what I mean? And I think this team right here is going to win a championship this year. This team is built for it. Healthy Knicks team this year is the more and more that I watch this team and the way they put this thing together. I was saying 59 wins. I want to go back and do my thing again because I want to really get to like 67 wins. I want the Knicks to really dominate this shit because of all these things that we're gonna really push hard for. If we're still sitting here debating on is it going to be Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, or Mitchell Robinson, which it looks like it's going to be Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup. Boy, oh boy, this is a good team.
Crazy too. Real quick before I let Jay go, think about this here in the East League. This is a point analogy I'm about to make. And I think Shot Powers and Jay, I know Shot Powers did, but Jay probably talked about it a couple of streets ago. Something. Shot Power, I definitely heard say it. The benefit of Mike Brown, ladies and gentlemen, bringing that up-tempo offense to the Eastern Conference. Here's enough. This is what it's going to play. This is going to pay dividends for the Knicks. Cleveland is a big team. They don't run up and down the floor like that. Orlando got a good offensive. Jamal Mosley played a great defensive half court. So with that pace, you don't get bogged down in the half court against some good defender teams, because that means our offense gonna be predicated on getting up and running off the rebound, off the rip, down bounce. That don't allow Orlando. It don't allow Boston. It don't allow all them cats with them good
Cleveland. Yep.
Yeah, to keep us in a stagnant mode. That's the benefit to me, like Shot Bauer said, with Mike Brown bringing that West Coast offense over here to New York. Pay attention. That's going to be interesting. No, go ahead. That's going to be interesting.
And what was one of our major issues last year? Not being able to keep up with the larger, fast-paced teams. The starting lineup could do it, but we ain't have nobody else to help them out doing it. And even when the starting lineup did it, we didn't really have it like that because, Cat would run with them, and then after that it would be OG. It was a level to it. Now everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. I think I'm telling you right now. And then if you want to play that half court game, we can play that with them too. Because we can do the fast pace, and then we can do
We're
that.
Good at it. We know how to play half court. We know how to play half court.
Yeah.
Right.
The problem this year is going to have them learn Mike Brown's style of up-tempo basketball, pushing the pace. That was the major thing that's going to have to be learned from this New York Knicks. And it's not going to be a problem. We seen it yesterday. It took them a little longer to get to what they had to do because it was a little rust. They had to shake off a little bit of rust. And everybody didn't get to play their normal minutes and stuff like that. But with the pace of the game, the way you see Mike Brown on the side of the thing, pointing like this, meaning move the pace, we see what happened once they start moving the pace. And as it get more implemented and the team gets more cohesion going with this team, like you say, Jay, Lego blocks, it don't make a difference who starts. It's all about who's going to finish who's going to finish the game.
That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. This team's gonna be a exciting year. We're gonna go through the peaks and valleys, like I say. There's gonna be way more peaks than valleys, though. I don't think you see a team like this lose 3 games in a row. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah. I just think they got a lot. They too versatile, man. And like I said, we won 51 games last year without a bench. With a bench, but without it. Now you bring it up
bench with no
bench, basically. No bench. Dudes and Bride, the land of misfits. So listen, we always say optimism because we try to base it on the facts of reality. That's what I try to do. I try to look at what this team got. Like you said, they go big. That means they could throw, because he can shoot a 3 ball, they can go Mitchell Robinson, Cat, and Yabusele if they needed to go big. Ain't that some shit?
That's what I'm saying. It's
because Yabusele shoots good from downtown, him and Cat.
Yep.
They versatile, man. They just got a lot of versatility. 1 can play the 2, 2 can play the 3, 3 play the 4, 4 can play the 5. They had a whole bunch of that on this roster.
A whole bunch of that.
And then you got Mitch and Yabusele, and probably the 2 would be Bridges and it'd be JB Bridges, and you could run them, and you could bro. So stopping people everywhere. I'm telling you, I love the fact that we can do both, switching it, learning that system, and also. It ain't gonna be the dribble. I think he did a lot of that dribble because he just wanted to go. Just now we're gonna go.
Let's see the playoffs. Imagine this year. Now you take in a Knicks tied 3, where they up 2 or down 2, whatever. They need a defense stop. Take Brunson and Cat out. Bring in Deuce and Bride, and you bring in whoever, the other strong defender in that second unit. Now you got Mitchell Robinson, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, and whoever to guard that play that you might need to get a defense stop. That's how. And then if you need buckets, then you put Brunson, Cat. You know what I'm saying? Mikal, whoever you go get, and Clarkson.
Right. Let's not forget, if you want to put JB and Malcolm back there too. If you want to stop Brunson from getting that double, triple team, 5 players playing on Brunson, you could add Malcolm in there with him. Yeah. Can he control the pace? Can he make Brunson look like a drop and pop type of player? You want Brunson to get 40% from 3-point land? That's how you do it. You get him in there, and you got to play defense on Brogdon. There's no way that you leaving Brogdon down there like a Josh Hart or anything like that, because he'll light you up. He'll light fire under you, man. His 3-point shot is pure. So we got so many options. It's so many options.
There's so many options right now, and that would do exactly what I want. have Brunson slide to the 2 and have Brogdon run the point, and that would be it would be beautiful. It would be beautiful.
Yeah. And then when you think about
Legoland.
Yeah, we're gonna get out here in a few minutes. But when you look at all this stuff, y'all, you can't tell me Mike Brown didn't get handed an AMG like Shaw saying. He got handed
man. Come on, man.
550 AMG or whatever.
You happy?
Bro. He got handed a nice team, man. He really did, bro. He got so many options. This is probably one of the best teams he ever coached.
This is one of the best teams I've seen in Knick uniform, man. You tell me about. I mean, I'm not saying this. I love me some Ewing back in the days. I love me some Oakleys. I even love me some
Sprewell and
Freeze. I done went through there's a couple of good teams that I did like, but this team that we about to come up with now, anyway, I don't even want to talk. We already know who's on the team. This is
crazy, bro.
This is a good team, man.
It's gonna be a fun year, man.
It's a good team, man.
What's gonna be crazy though? When we lose a game, we're gonna be disappointed in the motherfucker. that night we lose a game, we're gonna be disappointed. Because you talk about how y'all lose that game to these dudes. What's gonna happen? It's the NBA, but it's gonna be hard to beat the Knicks, man. I really do. I see why the NBA aficionados, all the NBA people got them where they at. Because when I sit back and analyze this team, forget the homer stuff, just analyze what they have from a talent and what they can make happen with that talent. Like these guys are versatile. We forget about the Anunoby. We ain't even talk about Anunoby, Mikal Bridges in this whole conversation. Like they ain't even here. Not nice things.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's true. They were. We didn't hear them at all.
Mikal Bridges in this whole thing. That's how deep the Knicks is right there, man. So that's going to tell you it's crazy, man. But listen, we're going to get out of here because I know we got to get up and get on the grind tomorrow and all that good stuff. And I don't know how to wife people. But listen, man, James Schultz, give me some word. I go to Shop House and I get around. We get up out of here for sure.
All right. Listen, while y'all were talking earlier, I was thinking to myself, have I seen a team, a New York Knicks team, this deep? You know, my heart bleeds the colors of my teams, man, the orange, the blue. So when I think about Patrick Ewing, you know, I don't want to say, oh, that's better than Patrick Ewing's team. This team is better than Patrick Ewing's team because of the bench, because of that stuff. Not better. Patrick Ewing we're not talking about the player of Patrick Ewing. We're talking about a team, all right? So this team is better than the other teams. This team is better than the Carmelo team. This team is better than the Sprewell team. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the fastest people I've ever seen with the rock in their hand from end to end was Sprewell in my lifetime. Like in my lifetime. And still I don't believe we've seen a better team. Today, I got a phone call from my uncle. Grew up in New York. He lives in Miami. He's a trader now. So I diss him all the time, right? Because he said that what he paid for parking at the Garden, he gets seventh row in Miami over there. So he said, I'm going to tell you something. You got a team in New York. Because he did see those teams, Sha. He said, you got a team in New York, like the teams I grew up watching and rooting for. Right now, your team might even be better than that. And he was talking about Willis Reed, and he was talking about Frazier. He was talking about when they picked up Earl the Pearl. I met Earl the Pearl in 8th grade. He came into my school and talked, and I talked to him. And let me tell you something, man. And he told me today, he called me and he said, you might have a team even better than that. So I'm going to tell you this. Finals are bust for me, but when we get to that conversation, I can't wait to talk about that and and how many wins you think we're gonna do. I cannot wait to that talk. Yeah. And as always, thank you for always have me on. I love talking. This is passionate. It's gonna be a fun season, man. It's gonna be amazing, man. I'm excited as hell.
Yes, indeed. Yep. Yeah, man. The door's always open, brother. All the time. Shout out. How about your boy, my man?
Yeah, man. Good conversation, man. Game tomorrow at 11 o'clock, guys. I think it was on Fubu or whatever. I think it's also on is it MSG2? I forgot, or NBA TV. One of them. I'll look it up again. So check it out. Make sure you watch the game if you're off. It's the weekend. It's an early game, so get up and enjoy it and see how the Knicks look. We'll be on Sunday, Divine Sunday.
Yeah, we
probably
can do
same bat time. Yeah, so we'll be back on Sunday. So salute to Jay. Thank you for coming in. Salute to Divine as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Thank you for coming in, man. And if you can, man, please tell a friend to tell a friend. Really, man, we're trying to push hard for do some great things for this channel this year. You know what I mean? We got some good ideas and some good things that we want to try to push forward with you, man. The more participation, the better the thing will turn out. You know what I mean? With participation, will be I don't know how to say better prizes. I don't want to say better prizes, but you know what I mean. Let's come through and see us, man. Once again, salute Divine, salute Jay Chosen. Let's get it.
Salute.
Oh, we got to do predictions, right? We doing predictions yet, or we gonna say?
Yeah, I got. Yeah, go ahead, do the prediction. Keep it 100.
I ain't even gonna say nothing about my spiel. I just want the Knicks to win tomorrow. They will already beat these guys by 16 points the last game. Let's get another 16 to 20 point game win. So let's do a little better this time. Let's do 122 to 92. 122 to 98. 122 to 98.
Yeah, Jay, I'll let you get yours in, my brother.
All right, $1. No, I'm gonna say 121 to 97.
We said 122.97.
He said 122 to 98. I'm going 121.97.
I'm going 123 to 98.
Look at that.
Well,
by the way, they on MSG. If you don't got NBA TV, they are on MSG tomorrow. So check them out.
After that, ladies and gentlemen, they play Thursday the 9th. Minnesota Timberwolves in New York. Julius Randle will be back in the building. Then they play the 13th on Monday against the Wizards. Both of them in MSG for the last two preseason games. I think that would be 4 games, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, preseason, the last game. No, then they got the Hornets on October 17th in New York, and then they start the season on the 22nd. So they still got 3 more preseason games after tomorrow. So I think by the time we get to the Hornet game, you might get a little bit more outscoring and a little bit more continuity and good stuff going on with the team, because I think they've even played a couple of games under their belt. I'm hoping for them to play a little better offensively tomorrow. Now that they played the first game the other night, I think their offense might be a little better tomorrow. I mean, because they got, just got to look, might have a rhythm going and all that good stuff, man. So until then, everybody, y'all be safe out there. Enjoy your weekend, man. Ron, I don't know what time Ron coming on tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, because he normally come on at 11, but the game is at 11. So y'all might have to see if we put anything out there. I can't really tell you what time he's coming on, but I know he will be on, most likely. But I don't know what time he's coming on. So maybe the brothers can answer that more than I can. But y'all look for his notification. You know, he gonna get it popping anyway. So let's get it, man. Listen, everybody, y'all enjoy the night, man. We see y'all on the next episode. Shot Powers, Jay Chosen. We see y'all on the next episode, man. Peace, everybody. Salute to the chat.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey! You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual fact. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at the mental with the game analysis on a pregame show. With the script, you know we get it like crypto on the rip though. I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt. The KRT trip club leading up to tip off. We flew like competent, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prize Knicks going to the wire. Get the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we popped up from the third eye. You heard why? It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. So picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding on orange blue skies. In Metropolitan, we connect in the Vesco wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and fashion fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicksville Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping bombs.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!